Yes, hello everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So this is again Native Camp Teachers, and this is Teacher Frank. And yeah, our topic for today is about answering questions and answering or giving tips during your, demonstration, and also tips about Native Camp materials, those things. But while waiting for your questions, guys, we have here Teacher Mick Mick. That's her YouTube name. Tips. Yes, I will be providing some tips also on how you're going to have reservations and also sudden lessons as frequent as possible. Um, I already mentioned some of the what do you call this one relevant tips that I can give you with the previous um, uploaded videos when it comes to getting a lot of lessons. Again, get your first 1000. That would be your training ground. Embrace the process, of course. Uh, Tips po for more reservations. Newbie here. Hi, Ella Lebong Kogon. Uh, she said tips for more reservations. Yes, we'll be talking about that one later. But yes, guys, I will be answering questions first that I already received from our teachers. So there are some questions here related to. Hold on for a while, guys. Actually, this is my first time to do live streaming, so please bear with me, guys, if there are some technical issues, and also there are some dead air during our live streaming. So here, guys, there are some issues now that I actually received from our teachers, that there are some classes that are cut during their lesson. Maybe they just gonna have like 5 minutes, and then after that it was cut. Technically, the main reason for that is your internet connection. You might be checking that one in speedtest.net, that your internet connection is strong. However, the main problem there is the consistency. Please check the ping, how high it is. Most of the time, your upload and your download is high, but also your ping is high. So make sure to understand the meaning of those figures there. So the higher the ping is, hi, Moses Versosa, good evening to you. Um, the higher the ping is, the inconsistent your connection will be. So that might lead to internet problem or connection with your students. So those are the things. What else? When it comes to our salary, guys, so congratulations to all PNB users. So you got already your salary last Friday. But for all BPI bank account users, you will be receiving that tomorrow. Good job. So exciting. All right. So there are some also questions like, is there other noise canceling application you can recommend teach except Chris Up? You know what? I don't have any applications when it comes to noise canceling. I just rely so much on my um, headphone. I also use this one. I make sure that I have a foam. And also, one of the technique that I also learned from other teachers is using a dead cat noise canceling, what do you call this one, detach or attach to your headphone. So I think that's from teacher Arya. Yes, she actually told me that it really worked for her, even if she was working with an electric fan in front of her. Yeah, then the it really, what I call this one, serves its purpose. It really canceled those background noise, especially air. Especially now it's very hot, so that's actually our problem. Hello, April Joyce, I love ya. Yes. Guys, tanong na po kayo. All right. Okay. I actually get or receive a question about an important thing, but hold on for a while. Okay, so I'll be using this one. By the way, guys, for those teachers that who are not yet part of the group chat, you can actually look for Native Camp Active Home Based Teachers Nation. Um, support group. That's our support group in my team, and I would like to share that support group to our other teachers also. You can actually join and also answer those, what do you call these questions. Actually, I'm very nervous doing live streaming, guys, so I hope you understand. Okay, so I'm gonna answer questions from top. Hello, teacher. I have a question. Can we send links or images through the chat box so I can use my own activity? Well, making your own activity or suggesting an activity to your student is also a very good technique in dealing with free talking, especially if the student, don't want to use, if the students uh, don't want to use those materials that Native Camp is offering. You can actually use your materials. Just make sure to upload those materials in Google Drive and make sure that it's easy to open by your teacher. Po ba kayo, Teacher Frank? Group chat. I don't have any group chat, guys. I rely so much on our group support page. So I think it's more what do you call this one? You having a messenger group chat for me doesn't work. Uh, uh, so much because all of us are busy and answering questions using group chat in messenger. I think it's not very advisable, so I highly suggest that you get to join the Native Camp support group for active teachers. You can post, you can ask questions through the thread intended for the topic, so you can use those that platform, guys. Mm, I'm wondering how often admins give red flags. What exactly is red flag for? Well, when you say red flag, teacher April Joy Salavia, um, it's when students can book your lesson for free and then you are still receiving the rate, the normal rate. So it's actually a win-win situation for students and teachers. So it's a good opportunity for you to earn more. However, in my case, actually today, okay, I have red flag. Okay, it means I didn't know that I have a red flag, but my students actually told me that for today's lesson, all booking lessons for, you know, teach for students, they can book my lesson for free for today. So I was like, that's why I have many students I encountered today, because they have the opportunity to book my lesson for free. So it was really awesome. So you can get advantage of that. Most of the free reservation was given to teachers who are considered popular. I think some of the teachers are posting that one in their Facebook account or profile, and yeah. They are actually taking advantage of that. They encounter a lot of new students booking their class for free, and then they became their repeat students. All right. Yes, you're welcome, April Joy Salavia. Jing Jing Fox. Hello, po, Sir Frank. Could you please give us some tip on how to keep ourselves motivated? Well, I'm gonna tell you guys. There are also Waterloos and also what I call this one. What do I say? Waterloo. So like there are some downtime in my teaching career, especially this month. I was working so hard. I've been working like 12 hours a day. It means 24 lessons a day. Um, I just keep on motivating myself that, for example, actually every cut off my main, what I call this one, my main target goal is just to earn 30K every cutoff. So I'm so happy that today I already got it. So I'm sorry, I should not share that one. But again, this is a live stream. I don't know how to filter things, but yeah, I'm already earning that today. So I'm already, what I call it, exceed on the target earning that I want to have every 15 days. So I'm so happy to do that. So that's a motivation for me, and for teachers who are not yet getting that one. w- the question is, how did I start motivating? How did I motivate myself continue teaching at native camp at B2 when I was like a B2, like I don't have any reservation lessons. I just have a sudden lesson. I'm gonna tell you guys. I'm gonna tell you. I just started 2 months or like 3 months from now, but I've been working here at Native Camp for 4 years. It means that I worked like 4 years ago, but I stopped working, and then, as what I've said in my previous videos, I went back to scratch. I encountered new students. Same scenario happened. So that's why I always tell to other teachers to always uh put, what do you call this one? Uh Schedule your native camp appear. I mean, what do you call this one? Have your lessons as frequent as you as much as possible. You have to make sure that you're going to have your lesson at least 3 times a week or twice a week. Just make sure that you're consistent on 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 conducting lessons, because what happened to me before, I was not able to have the lesson because of some circumstances. And it was really difficult to go back because, all my students that, I mean, don't know that I'm back. So I was encountering new students. I was encountering some rude students. I'm encountering very nice students. Well, how do I motivate myself? I count on nice things happening during the lesson, because sometimes, as what I have read here in some comments in our group chat, like for example, there were like five consecutive lessons, you get 5 stars, and then suddenly your rate, you know you get very low rate, like 2 stars after that. And it became like your pitfall, not being motivated to work at native camp because, oh, you're so scared to do the lesson again. It's because you're afraid that you're gonna have another low rate uh lesson. So again, guys, I think one thing that helps me to keep my fire burning is I was counting those successful lessons. Like, okay, I should learn from those mistakes. Maybe I did something wrong during the lesson. Or maybe I'm not that flexible when it comes to, individual differences with our students. Some students are very serious about learning. Some students are just, want to have fun talking to foreigners while they are at home, those kind of things. So you just need to be very flexible. And yeah, a while ago, like for example, I'm gonna tell you, like around 9 a.m., one of my student cried. He's still like 7 years old. He was crying because he doesn't want to learn English, and her mom, it was actually in next to him. And he was crying. He was crying really hard. And what I did is like, oh my god, what I'm gonna do, what I'm gonna do, like, should I continue, should I use the material native camp is offering, or the material that the student chose? And technically, I know that book is too advanced for the student. It was actually Let's Go 3, and the student is, I mean, the pupil or the kid is actually just a 7-year old and almost zero English. So it was so hard. And um, I wasn't I mean, I did not tell the mother or the parent, like, yo, you chose a very advanced material for your student. But instead, what is the top priority there in that situation? Like for example, the top priority is to pacify the student, because the student, it was crying. So the main priority there is not to conduct the lesson, but to pacify the student. At the same time, your main goal is to go back to track to teaching. So during that time, it was so fresh, I can still remember. My student was like not really motivated to work, even if I showed this very important kids course material for me. I already showed this, and like, it's a suggestive approach, like, you should smile, be happy. No, it doesn't work. So what I did is i i I put my shoe to the pupil. He's not happy, he's sad, and he's actually showing a very angry face. So I also have to use another one. So, oh, look at this one. He's angry too. Like that. So you have to, you know, go back. You have to, match your students' um, um, passion of learning during that time. I'm not sure how to say that one, but you have to incorporate your approach to the real situation. We know, guys, that in native camp we have a lot of flow. We have such flow that we have to follow, but it works. It works. Actually, it's the safest way for you to do. But there are some circumstances that it doesn't work. Like, I mean, it doesn't work, or it will not work because of such scenarios. So one of the best example is that one, and it was really hard to pacify that one, but I successfully able to pacify the kid for, but it was 10 minutes passive. I have to pacify for 10 minutes, but at least I was able to teach the student how to read, how to say the words. We were actually, our lesson was about weather, rainy, like that. So I used TPR so much. It was so tiring, but I was just taking it as a good exercise for me. So that's it. I always see the bright side of the situation. That's the important thing. Yes. What else? Alex, does native camp has any or does a native camp have any of these kind of offer this month? No demo class, only for this month, like that. Well, actually, guys, I really don't have any idea. It just happened that native camp uh won't require our new applicants to have a demo, but some of our applicants are actually required. It depends on the scenario, guys, especially if um you have already experienced as an ESL teacher. I think you might be part of the no demo applicants. But when it comes to your questions about offer about this month, I think it started that there will be no demo classes for you to apply here at Native Camp since the pandemic happened. Yeah. So I don't want to mention that one because actually it's not allowed here in our platform that we use. So yeah, something when this, the quarantine happened, I think native camp started not to require demo to our applicants and aspirants. And for Mikmik, Sir Frank, na-deactivate yung account ng ate ko kasi nag-complain sa kanya due to net connection pero malakas naman net niya, but she already sent internet speed sa inquiry. All right, so when it comes to deactivation, guys, I think the best thing that you have to do is to try to log in, go to your teacher website and click contact us. You can actually send the information. Try to also to put your improvement plan. Improvement plan, guys, is actually very, what do I call this one, common, uh what do I call this one, common document that we have to prepare when something happened. Like for example, in such situation, like there's a blackout, and of course you cannot avoid having a lot of cancellation. That's the problem. Oh, hi Minerva, how are you? All right, so Minerva is actually one of our top teachers last month, so welcome to our live streaming. Wow, congratulations. All right, so going back to the internet connection, that's actually our, what I call this one, nightmare, guys. Having problems when it comes to internet connection. Actually, it's still my nightmare. Like I always make sure that my internet is okay, but there are some circumstances that even if my internet connection is very strong, when I check my ping, oh, it's very high also. So there are some instances that my students actually complain, but yeah, I don't have any control to those scenarios. Those are problems that I don't know how to solve. I cannot afford to buy. I mean, some of the teachers actually have two lines for their internet connection just to make sure. But as of this moment, I think I don't have any ways on how I am I going to have another internet connection as what I call this one as mm, I have questions. again as my what I call this one, reserve, so I don't know how to do that. Hello, just gone gaming. Hello po. All right. Good afternoon. Good evening, Sir Frank. Just want to know how many weeks po yung 100 lessons para makakuha ng incentives for newbies. Thanks po. God bless. Well, guys, for that, it depends on your starting date. Okay, so for example in my case, when I started at native camp, I started at exactly 21 on that specific month. I don't remember when was that, but that was 21st. So that 100 lessons incentives for new teachers, new applicants, or newbies, you will be receiving that one on your first day when your account was activated. So it depends. Maybe you will get your 100 lessons incentives, the 2,200 NCC, uh, on the cutoff, because sometimes our teachers or some of the teachers can only work for 4 slots or 2 hours. So it depends. You just make sure that you are going to count how many days. Maybe it will be given on this specific or the current cutoff. It will be given in the next cutoff. Just do the calculation, guys. Here, Jing Fox, thank you po, sir. Stay healthy and keep guiding us in our amazing NC journey. All right, guys. So that's actually my motivation, guys. I know how hard it is to start working as a freelance, worker. So I actually started being a freelance here at Native Camp, and it was really hard. And I also have another freelance job, and it's really hard to work like you're alone. So I think this platform, I hope you're gonna learn a lot. At the same time, learn from you guys. I know you have a lot of experience that you can share also, and I would love to hear any comment, any reactions. You can actually PM me any questions, or also tips on how I'm going to improve, this way of guiding other teachers. I will be more than happy to learn from you guys, those kind of things. All right, so from prodigal daughter. Prodigal daughter. Okay, hello Sir Frank. Hindi po ba pwedeng mag-filter ng students? Ayoko po na kasi ng 50 years old and above, and na men students, grabe sila manginsulto ng Filipino teacher. Actually, I have no comment to that, because that's actually very, what do you call this one, judgmental. I don't want to categorize ages as like that, but I think we cannot filter that, but you can actually block students that you don't like. Again, we only have a limit of 10 students to block. So be careful, be wise in blocking students. Okay, so if the students doesn't like you, I'm sure the students won't take your lesson again. And yeah, if the students are rude, meaning he doesn't like you or she doesn't like you, well, the bad thing about it, you might get a low star, but I'm pretty sure that student will not come back to you, because again, he doesn't like you, or he's being he's very he's insulting us as a teacher. So technically, that student, specific student, won't take your lesson. So I don't want to waste my blocking power. You can block 10 times, so I don't want to use that. So, but if the student's still coming back to me, and that happened, and I report that one through inquiry tab, and yeah, so I will ask for any suggestion, if it's okay to block or not. If inquiry tab or the NC staff would say it's up to me, or there's no reply, the worst scenario, you can actually just block it by yourself. Mhm. Yeah, that's my stand for that. But yeah, actually, I filter things. Again, I'm so frank. My name is Frank, but I'm so frank. I don't. I don't accept this kind of this kind of scenario. Like all 50 years old are rude, or some of them. No, it depends, guys. It really depends. I'm so sorry. All right, for Just Gone Gaming, good evening, po. I just had a question. How do you go about solving the laptop battery limit for one more than 8 hours straight? Thanks, po. I have more incoming questions if you don't mind. Yeah. You could actually ask questions. Um, Miss or Mr. John Just Guns Gaming. When it comes to internet, when it comes to your laptop, that's what I've said. I prefer to use laptop than a desktop computer, especially if your desktop computer is use don't have any AVR. Especially you don't have any emergency generator. That's a big problem. So I recommend to use laptop because at least you can charge your laptop while taking the lesson. And the disadvantage to that, because some laptops, if you're gonna charge it, if you're gonna use it, you're teaching here at Native Camp while charging your laptop. The main problem there is to that it will create a lot of static noise. That's my experience. So I always plug it out, and then once I notice it's already 30%, I plug it in. So just make sure that your laptop is charge during your lesson. Okay, so we have here again one question for the 1 hour duration for or session. Do you really need to only consume 25 minutes per lesson, or can you end it fast as possible? Of course not. The students paid for 25 minutes, and you really have to teach for 25 minutes or 26 minutes. Yes. Good evening, Pooh, sir. Thank you for all the videos. I feel more confident kahit hindi pa na-activate account ko. You're welcome, and I hope there will be another videos, and there are a lot of videos in my channel. You can actually watch that one. And if you have any suggestion, Teacher Angeline Rodriguez, you can actually ask me a question. You can actually send that message directly to the video that you are watching so that I can filter the topic that you are asking about. Next is Nico. Hi, Sir Frank. How to achieve 30K? Yeah, such an inspiration. Yes, of course, it's not what I call this one. It's not it's not that easy to it's not that easy to do the 30K goal. Of course, I started from B2, B3, B4, B5 until B8. So it would be difficult to say like you should be B8 right away. Okay, again, you're gonna start from a very small goals. Again, guys, embrace the process. Practice and embrace the process. When I say practice, it means do the proper practice or the best practices. When you say best practices, it means that not only following the flow, not only following the rules, but when you say best practices, is that best practices in teaching, how you approach the student, those kind of things. You really have to continuously improve that. And when you say embrace the process, yes, the process is you really have to start from B2 to B8. And that's the process. You have to always get that reservation target goal. And for newbies, it could be a very challenging um, scenario or situation. But again, that's very temporary. I read some Facebook posts or contents from other teachers. Actually, I'm so impressed. Like they have been waiting for two weeks, and then a lot of questions they addressed to our group page, and then eventually after 2 weeks, they are now posting that they're actually receiving a lot of reservation classes and a lot of sudden lessons, and they're actually earning. Some of them are actually earning 2,000 a day. Some of them are earning actually 1,000 a day for just a couple of hours. So those are different scenarios, but again, they are just in the same denominator. They're just sharing the same experience, and it takes time. As what I've said, um, good things take time, right? So you have to always put that in your mind. You have to motivate yourself that you have to filter negativities. If other people are experiencing the same thing, it means you're not alone. If other people are experiencing the same struggle, it means you're not alone. Um, it means that we are actually sharing the same platform, sharing the same experience, and it means that if other people are already earning that amount that you want to have every cut off, it means it will be possible to you too. It's just that the difference between you and that person is that he already advanced to that level, and that person, I mean, you as a newbie, has to embrace the process, has to go through the process that you have to go standby, and then students will be able to know you. And while you're doing standby, you're also keep on checking your profile if it's worth listening, especially your introduction video like that. I also noticed some of the teachers are actually putting effort in making their profile or introduction video. Yes, it was so amazing. They're actually having a lot of editing. But what is the most element that you have to uh, consider? And I think that's your pronunciation. Okay, when it comes to your introduction video, guys, you can actually make plan on how you're going to say or what are the words you want to say during your introduction video. You can make your script ahead of time. Yes, so what are you going to do? You just need to prepare, practice addressing, practice your script, check your pronunciation, let other people hear it, be open to criticism, those kind of things. Even I myself, I have a lot of mistakes also, but it's just that the difference between other people and I is that I'm very open to criticism. When people told me that they have a mistake with that, I ponder on it. I considered it as a good way of learning. It's a free learning, guys. I don't have to go to school. Criticism from other people is a very good tool for you to learn, and I think it's a very beneficial um, tool. Yes. Next is maraming salamat po sa reply. Malapit na akong mag-apply. I'll pray that I will go well. Yeah, of course. Good luck to that, Mr. Just Gone Gaming. Good luck to that. Now let's have here Angeline Rodriguez again. Is it possible to change the profile picture as well as the intro video, sir? Yes, it's very possible, but please take note because of the rapid increase of our applicants and also our teachers are actually prioritizing making their intro video, what I call this one, very attractive to their students. Are actually changing, so they're uploading also. And take note that native camp is actually using the platform in YouTube, and take note that when you upload videos in YouTube, they're only numbers, I mean they're limited numbers, so it will take time. So you must be part of the queue. So after you uploaded that in our platform, in our native camp website, it will be, you know, part of the queue. So it will really take time, but it's okay, it's worth to wait, you know, to make sure that your introduction video will be uh, that attractive to your students. We should be open to criticism. Happy dinner, guys. All right, happy dinner. So again, guys, if you have any questions, I will be waiting for a couple of a minute or 2 minutes, and then I will be answering questions also in my group page. Okay. So again, guys, our group page is this one. This one. Okay, so I have a lot of teachers already part of that, and please take note that in this group page, we prefer positivity. Negativity is blocked. Okay, all right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, guys. So I think that would be all for our first ever live streaming frequently asked question topic. So kung meron pa kayong mga tanong, guys, you can actually ask that one now. If no more, again, guys, thank you so much for watching this live streaming. This is a 33-minute or 34-minute live streaming, and I'm so happy, guys, that it is successful. I hope I'm able to answer questions to our beloved teachers and to our aspirants who wanted to be part here at Native Camp. And again, guys, I just want to invite everyone, if you're not yet part of the subscribers, if you did not subscribe yet in this channel, I still don't know how to say this. I'm still new to YouTubing. But again, guys, if you're still not subscribed in our YouTube channel, please click the subscribe button and ano ba? uh, notification ring bell button so you'll be notified in my videos and live streaming in the future. Okay? All right, so for Mikmik, ano pa mo ang mga incentives? Guys, you can actually check that one in your payment tab, incentives that I know. I want you to take that as part of your goal. Get your elite teacher incentives. That's a guarantee. If you're gonna get 2,000 minutes in your lesson, you're gonna have 2,000. If you got 5,000 minutes, you're gonna get a 5,000 added to your um, monthly income. Okay, so that's my goal, and then we were able to get that goal already. What else? Elite circle, and please get your B8. I think you have to filter this one. Just focus on getting your B8 goal, B8 rank, and then those other incentives will just follow. Focus on just B8, get the B8 rank, and then those incentives will just follow. All right. So again, thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you very much. Yeah, Angeline, thank you so much for asking those questions. Thank you so much for the support, guys. I'm so happy to answer those questions. And thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, everyone. Have a great evening. Please eat now for your dinner. Bye bye.